Looking good, MP.
What's up, MP?
Listen, you heard something?
That's good.
Just pineapple?
No.
Wine stuff. No, it's disgusting. Let's just stick with that, bro.
Up next, the Nets taking on the... Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Hey, Clark, in tonight's game, what are you watching closely? Here we go.
Well, the thing that jumps out at me, Kevin, is the guard matchup. I mean, both teams have tremendous backcourts, and I really think whoever is able to win or control that battle is going to win the game.
And for those not following the latest buzz, a new target has been set up by MP to collect more assists than anyone on teams they face.
And all the hype around this means we should expect to see MP controlling the ball for most of their possessions. He will have to have his head on a swivel on passing and creating scoring opportunities.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. McCaw is out there with Walker. And it's Purdue. And it's Walsh in at the two-guard position. And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Hey, Kevin, before the game, MP and I talked about the importance of good ball movement. He said, I try to involve my teammates wherever I can. If a guy's got a good look, it's my job to get it to him. You know how valuable that is to our team chemistry. That's how we win. We'll be dropping some dimes tonight, I'm sure, guys.
You know, that kind of basketball is so fun to watch.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the bench.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
He hits both from the stripe. Now, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And that one drops for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Pass to McCaw. Here's Walsh. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Clement. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's Thunder. In the corner, it's Saw. Stolen by Walker. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Shoots from 14. And Sarr pulls it down.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Drills the three-pointer.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Over to the left wing. Here's Walsh. Last game out, he had 14. Over Dillingham. And his first shot of the game, no good. Shoots the 3. It's good from long range.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
Bucks trail by 3. And the Bucks decide to take their first time out here. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, I think that was a big part of it for sure, as it is anytime you make a bunch of mistakes. All they had to do was follow their game plan, and that's exactly what they did.
Brooklyn on defense. Bucks passing it around. Pass to Walker. Over Butler. Walker's shot is off.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Here's the 3. Dillingham, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's McCaw. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Just too good a player to leave open.
Here's Thunder. Here's Sarr. And Sarr throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Walker a screen. Five to shoot. Here's Clement. Brooklyn with the rebound. It's intercepted. Pass to Walker to the middle. Shot clock at 6. No good from McCaw. For the Nets, they come into this one following a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Here's Sarr. Takes it off the glass. Sarr's got 11 points.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score, or just great ball movement. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Walsh. Here's McCaw. 3-pointer. Here's Purdue. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Well, you can't give him any room to maneuver on the board, because once he does, he's going to make you pay.
Smith kicks to Butler. Here's Thunder. Out to Smith. Fires the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
The kick outside to Butler. Here's Thunder. Pass to Song. They set the pick for three. Smith. Rebound, Milwaukee. And here's Purdue. Walker with it. Launches from deep. Rebound by Smith.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Teams are evaluating Clark's statistics and reviewing performances in more detail, I think, than ever before.
I agree with you. I mean, the complexity of the reports is much more in depth than it ever has been, and with that comes an increased level of scrutiny and expectation.
And Walker throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
13 feet away. And the Nets miss again.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Count that one.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Going inside. Here's Gravett. 9 points last game out. A three ball. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, from the looks of it, it appears the defense is fine with him taking that shot, but he makes them pay when they do.
Here's Topic. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Brooklyn leading by 7. Thunder passes to Howard. Nets passing it around. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Rebound, Milwaukee. Purdue's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen. Pass to Howard. It's tipped. Here's McCall. Coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. No one covering. Walker's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
Back to Kessler. Clock is at 3. Howard misses. Bucks trail by 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Thunder passes to Kessler. Here's Gravett. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Thunder. Jaquez with the rebound. Driving inside. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And look at what we've seen so far, guys, from the Nets. That was something to see.
Good.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
Baseline try, and Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got 4 rebounds in this game. Stolen. Jaquez with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. Jaquez the pass to Gill. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Smith on the wing. They set the screen. Shoots it up. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Smith's got 5 points so far. Bucks trail by 8. To the inside. Clement. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Topic, no good.
Well, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
Song, the pass to Thunder. Outside to Weber. Shoots over Jaquez. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, guys, Thunder in the last outing against Cleveland was phenomenal. He finished with 30 points, and his active hands were on display again with a lot of steals. He really worked hard in that game and put up some big numbers as a result. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
Yeah, you know, every night's different. They may try to double him, might force him to adjust, or force him to make plays with the pass instead. We'll see.
Drills it from outside.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Pass to Dillingham. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and rolls.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. To the paint, here's Gill. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And they're second in the league in fewest turnovers a game. They have a great group of ball handlers and also an extremely disciplined group.
And GA, you talked about their scoring average. This is a team capable of exploding on any given night. Their firepower is incredible. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Rose. Here's Thunder, pass to Dillingham. Fires for 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Dillingham's got 6 points.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And it's Walker, top of the key. On the wing, Hopkins. Just 5 on the clock. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Brooklyn leading by 6. McCall, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
First team foul. Bucks substitution. Number 46. McCall.
Thunder passes to Weber. Shot from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Walsh.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Johnson, he's checked in for the Nets. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. On the wing, Walker, defended by Butler. 5 on the clock. Pass to Gill. From deep. Rebound by Thunder. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Gill. Banked in off the glass. Gill's got 6 points in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
With the shot, he scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8. Nets leading by 4. Weber, the pass to Thunder. Back to Weber. Here's Thunder. The kick outside to Butler. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing. McCaw grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 4. Pass to Walsh. Outside, Walker. Here's Walsh. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Picked off in midair. And they're running. A second chance effort, and it's Walker laying it in. Walker's got 7.
Got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
And the and so that brings the first half to a close. Milwaukee on top, leading by 6. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Hello, folks. The first half is in the books, and we've got a lead on the scoreboard for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Without the points they've gotten off the bench, this game wouldn't be as close as it is. Can you count on that in the second half? It's debatable, man.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who's in the game for them down the stretch. Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates. That is more than enough of us.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. Nets trail by 6 on the court for the Bucks. Walker out there with McCaw. Then it's Purdue. And it's Walsh in at the 2 spot. Butler passes to Thunder. Now Dillingham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Thunder. And the 3 ball is good. Thunder's got the first bucket of the third here for the Nets.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And Dillingham over to help. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Smith. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. That's 7 points for Smith.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Thunder, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
Well, I tell you what, guys, the young kids like to say, that's doing too much. That falls into that category. That was too much.
Purdue, no luck.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
No good from McCall.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
Thunder passes to Sarr. Got a piece of it. And the foul called on Thunder. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's Walsh. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Takes a 3.
Ugly start. Second half, they've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Thunder passes to Sarr. That one goes. Count it. Sarr's got 13 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. And you look at Thunder, what a contribution.
Well, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Walsh. Lock at 6. Can they get it? Rebounded by the Nets.
Things have been bumpy coming into the second half now. 5 straight misses.
Got that one up quick. Now it's a 5-point Nets lead. For Milwaukee, they've gone 0-5 to the start of the second quarter. Extremely cold shooting coming out of the locker room. Tries the spin move. Knocked away. And stolen by Dillingham. The Nets have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
First team foul.
And he can't get the first one.
Shooting for Brooklyn. Dillingham. At the line.
He hits the second from the line. Bucks trail by 6. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Clement. Rebound, Brooklyn. Sarr's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Smith drops in the layup for 2. Smith's got 11 points.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout called, the Bucks. Here's Walsh. To end the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year. Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. The Nets have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight.
And really, they haven't been able to differentiate themselves from the free throw line on the season at about 76%.
You know, I know that's an aspect they've been trying to address as a team. I mean, they've got to get those free throw numbers up and improve.
Pass to McCaw. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Clement. No good from outside.
After hitting 1 3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
Here's Walsh. He's got 5. It's good. Walsh has got 7. And the Nets with possession. They're on a 17-4 run. Here's Thunder. Outside Butler. Pass to Dillingham. Butler sets a screen for Dillingham. Buries the long-range jumper. Dillingham's got the lead up to 10 now for Brooklyn.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once. It looks like now it could probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as well as they're shooting. Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Pass to Thunder. The Nets working the ball around now. No good on the triple.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
To the left wing, inside, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And it's blocked. Down low, Purdue, count that bucket.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their...
Nets leading by 13. They've got Dillingham. Sarr out there with Butler. And it's Smith, and it's Thunder in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. To the inside, here's Smith. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Topic. Hits the 3-point bomb.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Here's Thunder. Smith outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. And the Nets lead by 15.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Walker at the elbow. To the paint. An easy 2 points on the layup.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Thunder passes to Sarr from the arc. It's rebounded by Topic. Bucks trail by 13. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Outside, Walker takes the 3. Tries to keep it alive. And they get it back. Gill the pass to Walker. Jaquez outside. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Jaquez has got himself on the board with 3 there.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Outside Butler. Smith for 3. Walker with the rebound. Walker's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Pass to Topic. 3-pointer. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the 3s they're allowing.
Driving to the basket.
just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Jaquez can't hit. Brooklyn leading by 9. Thunder passes to Smith. Gill with the rebound. Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Pass to Thunder. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
To the middle. Here's Topic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Song. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Nets.
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the Bucks making a change here. Purdue's checked in. Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Nailed from three-point land.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Here's Walsh. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Brooklyn leading by 9. Smith on the wing. Releases. Rebound, Milwaukee. Purdue's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Walsh. Lets it go with the 3. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Nets have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Bucks trail by 9. Another steal. Inside. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 9 points here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Here's Clement. Here's Purdue. And he banks in the layup.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And the basket by Thunder.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
The turnover total in the first half, only 1, but a totally different story here in the second.
Walker's checked in for Jaime Jaquez.
Number 31.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Thunder. And here's Smith. There's the screen. Here's Thunder. Right side, Butler. Shot clock at 5. Thunder. It's rebounded by Walsh. Walsh has got 4 rebounds in this game. Now, here's Walker. Bucks passing it around. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
On defense, the Bucks. Out to Smith. Jacks up a 3. Purdue with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to McCaw. Clock at 6. Here's Clement. Bangs home the trifecta.
3.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Here's Thunder, and that one is stuffed right through.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Nets leading by 10. For three, Smith. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Pass to Purdue. Looking to end the run. No good.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Dillingham's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
Shot from 6. Walsh can't get it to go. Brooklyn's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the 4th. Pass to Dillingham. Now Smith. Here's Thunder. Back to Butler. Here's Thunder. Fires from deep, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And there's 1:45 left in the 4th quarter. Another steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're behind by 18. A new lineup. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. See you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.
Yeah, MP.
Yo, can you give me a pair of the Chicago Wolves?